Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls Deathless. I am Circle Master and I am a complete buffoon. So first of all, let me just explain that I'm going up to fight the gargoyles to get the souls in order to buy the sorcery boosting ring from Griggs of Vinheim. Hence, we're not going for send skip just yet. I am a complete buffoon because my internet continues to be terrible, and I was not able to stream this, so I decided, well, I still want to have videos to put out, so I'll just record it with OBS without streaming it, and then I can put it up on YouTube, and it will just be on YouTube, which is fine, and I'll still be doing live commentary, so it'll sound the same as otherwise. I just won't have a chat to interact with. So I'll sound even more awkward than I already do. And all of this was fine. Right up until I'm about to stop recording, I was looking over at how long the video was, and I noticed that all of the audio sources in OBS were muted. So I recorded video with absolutely no audio. There was no game audio, my commentary was gone, which was really bad. And I couldn't just trash the episode. So here I am, recording commentary in post. I'm gonna put some Dark Souls music in the background in post. Hopefully have the levels turn out alright. I'm terrible with audio, but hey, at least I can edit it with software instead of just hoping that it records at the correct level. Having said all that, we got our boy Solaire here. We've got ourselves, we're gonna go fight some gargoyles. We've got 100 something levels, I don't even know anymore, 140-ish. Maxed out vigor. I think we're at 40 int, 30 int. So, and we have magic, and we're just gonna dodge too early, and that's fine, that's what we do. We're not actually good at Dark Souls, that's why we need to do levels all the time, and I don't even know why I brought a shield, because I was not blocking for the one time that he actually swung a weapon at me. But it is what it is. I'm a little annoyed at Solaire not actually, like, going for them. I was kind of expecting him to tank, and instead, I'm in the back trying to cast spells, he's in the back throwing lightning spears. I'm like, Solaire, buddy, you're a melee guy, you're supposed to be tanking for me. What the hell? But then he just leaves. So that was a little annoying. I took a little more damage than I wanted. And more importantly, I only got 10,000 souls. I had checked the wiki before recording, and they told me that the gargoyle gave 10,000 souls, and there were 2 of them, and I foolishly believed that that meant I would get 2 times the 10,000, and therefore 20,000 souls. Instead, it was 10,000 souls for both, for the entire boss, leaving me 6,000 plus souls short of getting the ring that I wanted, which cost 20,000. I thought it was perfect. Oh, I get 20,000 for the boss. It costs 20,000. I'll just kill the boss and then go buy the ring, because he's at Firelink and I'll be at Firelink, and it'll all be copacetic. And instead, everything went wrong. I tried to shortcut my way back down to the main floor, which ended me up too close to these Balder Knights, and they're now trying to kick my ass. I'm not happy about it. I'm also not good at combat or anything. I was really annoyed at this point. So you'll have to forgive me for the most slop play imaginable, where with 99 vigor I lost a third of my health to 3 Balder Knights. But having done all that, that means that we're ready for send skip. Except we're not, because for one thing, I'm doing this wrong. Ignore the fact that I'm doing this wrong. Don't bother to comment. I know I'm doing it wrong. I'm supposed to come from Firelink, because if I go across this bridge, it loads not only Sen's Fortress, but also the gate. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be doing this wrong for a little while. I'm leaving it in because, well, you can already see how long the video is, and if I cut out the failed attempts at this, it would be even shorter. So, I was double checking to make sure I had in fact upgraded my weapon because I couldn't remember, but yes, my weapon is a +5. I thought about taking off the sword so I could retry Riposte against the same enemy, and if it failed, you know, if the glitch failed, I didn't do that mostly because I didn't want to have to struggle with having to re-equip the sword and then fight the enemy while in death cam. I figured it's better to make sure the Riposte kills the Hollow and just retry it if it fails, then successfully perform the glitch, get into death cam, and then get owned by a Hollow because my controls are all messed up. That seemed less than ideal. Also less than ideal, somehow this guy went back to crossbowing instead of coming at me with a sword. And it's like, buddy, come on. I'm right here. You are walking with all of the slowness in the world. This guy thinks he's a boss. He's trying to lore walk, but he's just a Hollow. He doesn't have a name. He just needs to lie down and die, except he needs to lie down and die at the correct place on this staircase. And I don't actually know where the correct place on the staircase is, but I'm trying to roughly approximate it. And also trying to get the Hollow to actually come down here. And that did not get me to clip into the wall. Yay. And before you comment, I know I'm going the wrong way. I know I am once again walking over the bridge that loads this gate over Sen's Fortress, so if it works, it won't happen. Trust me, I know this. I'm an idiot, I'm incompetent, I get it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the outcome of this, because after this one, I remember, and I go back to Firelink instead. I take the elevator down to Firelink Shrine, and I reset there. So, just bear with me, I'm gonna be faffing about, but frankly, it's practice, right? Because what's the worst that happens? I get the death cam, I go there and I run into the gate, and then I just quit out and I retry. That's my thinking. And it'll be fine. And I'll get zoned by Hollows for a little bit, and I'll be annoyed, but you know, there's a bonfire right inside Sen's Fortress, it doesn't matter. I don't actually need to go in with full health or anything. And obviously I have enough entities to kindle the bonfire inside Sen's Fortress. And so, any Estus I use getting into it is, like, not an issue. My only issue is pulling off the skip. So here we are, we're down some pillars. I'm trying to get Mr. Hollow to cooperate by going to one side or the other. But once again, it's kind of a weird 45-degree-ish riposte, and I don't get the skip. But I'm going the right way this time. I'm going back to Firelink. I can't stress enough how frustrating it is to have screwed up the audio for this episode. Because it's the cherry on top of the cake. It's exactly what I deserve. Well, deserve is a strong word. It's exactly what should have happened to keep the theme going. I just want to make sure I don't have any souls or anything to level up with. Gargoyles don't drop a boss soul. I have no idea what decides, you know, what the criteria is for what drops the boss soul and what doesn't. But I just wanted to make sure I didn't have anything that I could spend before I commit myself to Sen's Fortress. Because, you know, it is a commitment. Once you glitch into Sen's Fortress, the only way out is through the Iron Golem into Anor Londo, through Ornstein and Smo to get the Lord Vessel. Once you have the Lord Vessel, you can warp, but, you know, the gate is closed behind you once you reload to get rid of the Death Camp. So this is a one-way trip into Sen's Fortress, and I want to stress how stressed I was to be prepared, and how I wasn't prepared, and how I'm getting once again zoned by hollows. You'd think that taking a week off between recording episodes would keep me fresh or something. Of course not. People who do this on camera practice this kind of thing until it's second nature. And I'm trying to do Dark Souls Deathless the second time I beat the game, because I've only beaten the game once. This is the sort of thing I do to myself. So I'm trying to get the hollow to come down, and I'm trying to get the sideways position on him, and it's not really sideways, but then it becomes sideways, and it's perfect. It's great. And the astute of you will notice how not great it is as I turn to mist because I was too low on the staircase, which means I didn't clip into the plane where the Death Camp is. Well, I did, but I clipped into the plane where the kill plane is, and instantly killed myself, thus ending the run. So, way to go, Steve the 7th. You're donezo. We're gonna move on to Steve the 8th next time. So until next time, take care.